Why do so many speakers fail to engage their audience even though their content is really good? Well, the answer is most people focus so much on their words that they forget the real secret to connection is in their delivery. And here's something that most people don't realize. According to a famous study back in 1967 by Albert Mehrabian, only 7% of your emotional impact comes from the words you use. 38% comes from the sound of your voice, and a whopping 55% comes from your body language and your facial expressions. So in this video, I want to break down why your voice is your most overlooked tool in communication and how you can use it to really make that connection with your audience. My name is Lisa Hugo, and if you don't know me, I am an executive voice and communication skills expert. I want to share a story to start with. I was recently invited to join a group of executives who'd just completed a 5-day public speaking course. And I was asked to come in on that final day to observe and to give some feedback. One by one, each executive took to the stage to deliver their talk. Now, bear in mind, they'd spent days perfecting their content, structuring their message, and even you're working on that 55% of body language. So I was really surprised that very few of them were actually interesting or engaging. Their messages fell flat, at least for me. Why? Because they hadn't learned how to play with their voice, to connect with their audience emotionally. Technically, they were okay, but masterful? Not even close. And this is a very common misconception. So many people think if they just have the right words or the perfect gestures, they're going to be captivating. But if your voice is flat, if you're not using your vocal instrument, your message won't land. Have a listen to these examples and you'll understand better what I mean.
Fine. I'm fine.
Fine.
That's fine.
Fine.
Totally fine.
I'm fine.
Same words, completely different messages. So let's break it down. Your voice is like a musical instrument. It is a musical instrument. And great speakers, they know how to play with pitch, tone, pace, volume. They don't just stick to 2 or 3 notes, they use their whole range. It's like going to a concert. You enter the concert hall, you find your seat, you get yourself comfortable, and then you wait in anticipation for the music to start. Then the pianist walks out, he takes his seat, he raises his hands to play, and then he starts to play. The same note, over and over again, with the same pace and the same volume. And what happens? You're bored to tears. You've switched off. In fact, you're probably so annoyed and bored that you will get up and you will leave. And that's exactly what speakers do who only speak on one note. They're boring their listeners to tears by only speaking on one plateau, one note, one pace, one level of volume. And what happens? You switch off. You can't focus anymore. You're not even interested to focus. And so it's no wonder that people leave not remembering what was said, or if they do remember anything from it, they remember the speaker who was the most boring. And then in social situations, well, your voice can make you instantly likable or not. And in professional situations, it can mean the difference to being heard or being ignored. Leaders, storytellers, great communicators, they all know how to use their voice to make people feel something. I remember coaching a CEO. He was a brilliant mind, but he struggled to connect with his team and he struggled to get his ideas across. His voice was very monotone, his pace was very slow, and he never took a pause. He joined all his sentences together. So we worked on his vocal delivery, teaching him to vary his pitch, to use pauses, to speak with clarity, and to inject emotion into his voice. The transformation was incredible. Suddenly, his team were engaged, they were inspired, they were motivated, and it wasn't just about what he said, but it was how he said it. I have a free masterclass on exactly this topic, how to become the most influential voice in the room. All you need to do is click the link in the description below to go and register. So remember, the biggest mistake that you make as a speaker is neglecting your voice. It's not enough to have fantastic content and huge vocabulary. You need to deliver it in a way that connects with your audience emotionally. I want to know, what's the most boring presentation that you've ever attended, and what could the speaker have done differently to engage you? If you want my simple 5-step system to analyze and improve your own speaking voice, together with a complete downloadable workbook, check out this video right here and let me know in the comments what burning questions that you have about effective communication skills. And I'll see you in the next video.